phone right now, too. So give me a quick second.
And welcome to our 2017 content calendar Facebook Live. Oh, you have a lot of light in yours. Mine is a little bit more
do. So we have it on both phones, guys. So we're seeing, like, which phone is better.
Yeah. So, okay, let me get a little bit closer to you.
Okay.
All right.
There we go. There we go. We're doing this.
So, good. I am Misia Denea, like I said, and we have Nicole here. I actually am flexing my Oprah muscles today. I'm the owner and founder of Hatha Holistic Integrative Wellness, and that is a body positive wellness organization in the Bay Area. And I also have a second business focused on enlivening social media and digital marketing for wellness brands and holistic entrepreneurs. So you will be seeing more of me, and I'm excited to have our special guest today, Nicole. And Nicole, do you want to share a little bit about yourself?
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I was so excited to come on. Okay, so my name is Nicole Moreno Danger, and I am the founder and editor-in-chief of Epifania. It is a lifestyle magazine. And then on the side, I do social media, digital marketing, consulting, and teaching to small business owners. And before that, in my previous life, I worked in the nonprofit sector doing community engagement with social media, part of my role.
Cool. And we're at Impact Hub Oakland, this really cool space. Like, it's behind us. You can see some of the offices and stuff, but we're in a booth. And we're going to be here for the next little bit to just share some tidbits with you. And also we have a special announcement towards the end of the Facebook Live that we'll share with you. So Nicole, I know that one of the biggest things that's a framework for digital marketing, social media, is setting up your content calendar. So can you say some more about that and the importance of your content calendar?
Your content calendar is very important. It's the roadmap of what your year is going to look like. And so a lot of times people, especially small business owners, we get so excited. We have so much content we want to share. So we just dive in and we're like, okay, I'm going to start a blog, or I'm going to start a YouTube channel, or I'm going to be more active on social media. And then we get burnt out. And all of a sudden the ideas aren't coming to you. Plus, if you are just a sole business owner and it's just you, it's very hard to stay motivated because you have life and you have your business to run. So again, the content calendar is a nice roadmap. And so I could go into some tips on how to start the content calendar. Do you want me to go into some tips?
Yeah, start with the tips. That would be great. Thanks.
Yeah. So we're going to move these phones around.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to... There you go.
Resume.
Technology.
Okay.
So some of the tips would be...
Keep going.
Okay. Some of the content tips, sorry, she's having problems with her phone, so we're doing this back and forth. All right, is when you are starting your content calendar, you want to ask yourself a couple questions. You want to ask yourself, what type of content do you want to create? Is it going to be video? Is it going to be blogs? Is it just going to be a podcast? Is it going to be more active on social media? You want to know you want to figure out what you're comfortable with. Are you a good writer? Are you good with video? Are you good with social media? Because video takes editing, it takes creating, and then writing takes the ideas coming to you, and it takes time, and then that also takes editing. So really coming up with the type of content you would like to create. And then you want to ask yourself how often you want to post. So is it going to be weekly? Is it going to be daily? Is it going to be monthly? Again, you are a sole entrepreneur, you are a business owner, so your bandwidth is going to be limited. So you really want to think about what you can actually do. So you're going to create your calendar. What I like to do is create a monthly calendar, and there's going to be multiple days. So there's 30 or 31 days out of the month, and I fill up every day with an idea for content. My business is a magazine, so naturally I'm going to have more content than someone who maybe has like a bakery or something like that. So every day is going to be some kind of post. But the days that I don't have a post, so let's say I don't have a video or I don't have a new article, those are going to be days where maybe I'll just do something on social media. But you have to put that in your content calendar. You cannot just have your content calendar be your videos or your articles or your podcast days. If there's going to be days, let's say you have a podcast and you have a new podcast every Friday. Great. What are you going to do the other days besides that Friday? What are you going to post on your social media channels? Because if you have any social media channels with any of your content, you're going to have to post daily on social media. I think we all know this. Let me look at my notes real quick.
I also will be back. My Facebook Live went down, and I'll be back in just a second. But that's good information. I also think that it's good to have your idea of who your audience is and also who your target audience is. And there's something called a persona where you'll kind of understand, or like, what's the age group of the people that I'm marketing to? Where do they hang out? Like, what do they like to buy and things like that? Those are helpful things to start. Somebody gave us a heart. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So those are some other things. And can you also chime in on that, like how you develop that with your content calendar?
Yes. So with my content calendar and within my marketing plan, I love that. I gave my personas some really cool names. There was 3 personas, but you have to think about, oh, hi Priscilla, that's my cousin. Hi. So you want to think about who your audience is. So for example, I have 3 personas and I gave them names, right? I think one was like Kennedy, one was Aurora, and one was, I think, like Becky. Names. So you want to give your persona names, and you're going to put, like, what does your audience do? So you want to think about what kind of social media channels do they use? How do they exercise? Are they homeowners or do they rent? Do they travel? You really want to think about, like, who is this person? And then I can help you decide what kind of content you want to create for that person. For example, my magazine, we tend to our main age group is 25 to 34. So we're going to do a lot of Facebook. We're going to do a lot of Instagram and Twitter. Snapchat is definitely for our younger audience. But again, that's not our bread and butter. Our main audience is going to be here on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter. So you want to think about that. So you want to, if you, let's say, for example, you own a bakery and your personas maybe during the week, you serve to a lot of college students that are working. And during the weekends, you serve to a lot of young families. So you can actually just call them college student versus young families and then put all those descriptions, all those demographics about them, what they do in their lives. Or you can give them their names. And that helps you decide how you could target them, either through email marketing, through social media, what kind of blog post you're going to write for those 2 groups.
Okay, and then that's great information. I have a question about Facebook Live. Like, how do you see that could be a nice asset to a business in addition to, like, scheduling your content calendar? How would Facebook Live be a nice kind of amendment to what you're doing on social media and digital marketing?
Mm-hmm. So that's a great question. So I'm starting to get more and more into Facebook Live, hence, like, I'm right here, right? And
me too.
Yeah, so it's a good addition for Facebook. Good job, Facebook. So with Facebook Live, with Snapchat, with Insta Stories, and now Instagram has Instagram Live, all these live streaming, because we always want it right here, right now. So when you're looking at your content calendar, so for example, the magazine, we have content Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? And then on Fridays, we do a video. So with Facebook Live and with Snapchat, you have to think, is that going to be an addition to your content calendar, or is that going to take place of your content calendar for that day? So starting the new year, the magazine, we're going to be doing Facebook Live twice a month on a Friday, because we also have a video on YouTube on a Friday. And you want to make sure that the content is similar. And also, when you're using Facebook Live, it's in the moment. So it doesn't have to be, you don't have to talk about, for example, if I am writing an article, I don't have to generally talk about what I wrote on Facebook Live that day. I could be showing my audience something new, a new place that I'm going to, or some more tips on how to run your business, or just something along those lines. But I really do enjoy Facebook Live.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. I'm back. I'm sorry for my audience members. I'm still freezing up, but I'll keep talking to this one. Yeah. So, okay. I guess I have some choppy internet, but that's okay. Mercury is in retrograde for you wellness entrepreneurs who know about that. That means that lines of communication and getting things done and deadlines kind of get skewed with Mercury in retrograde. So I guess we're experiencing that now as well. Awesome. Yeah, I've been using Facebook Live, and I've been sharing Facebook Live to my YouTube community and to my SoundCloud community. And so when we also talk about content calendars, we're also talking about how you can repurpose the content that you have, so you don't have to spend like endless hours creating new content. When you speak to your audience, you can use what you're creating on Facebook Live and then share that with your email marketing or SoundCloud or YouTube or whatever other platform you're reaching your audience. So let's see here. You mentioned Facebook Live, and you also you briefly touched on Snapchat. Did you want to share more about it? Because I know people in our age group and older are like, I have no idea what Snapchat is and how the heck you're supposed to use that. And I have seen people use Snapchat effectively for business. So would you be able to share some more information about that?
Yes, so I started using Snapchat a lot this year, and I was just like you, like I think a year and a half ago, I'm like, what is this Snapchat? I literally had my 19-year-old sister show me how to use the app, and we sat on the couch, and she looked at me like, what are you doing, Nicole? And I'm like, I don't know how to use Snapchat, and I just don't understand why people are using Snapchat. But I started using it more and more. I think it's such a great tool for a behind-the-scenes kind of thing. When you're running your own business, it's so wonderful because you can do it daily. So it doesn't necessarily have to be... It's on the spot. So maybe you don't have to create a content calendar for your Snapchat. It's great to have themes for different days. So if you are running a wellness business, Wednesday is like Wellness Wednesday, so you could definitely work around that with Snapchat. But again, I like using Snapchat as a behind the scenes so they know who you are as a person that's running that business. And so I like using it daily. I like sharing the articles on there. I like showing how I get started on writing an article, how I'm editing a film. It engages with your audience a little bit more to show them all the work that you're doing.
Cool. I think, so all of this information is really good. And I also wanted to share that if you want to know more about how to develop a strong content calendar for next year, we're at a really good time of the year where we're at the end of 2016 and we're going to start 2017. This year went by really fast.
It did. It was a really good year. I thought it was a really good year.
Yeah, and it's a good year to shine next year too. A lot of people I think will be needing wellness and holistic help 2017 and beyond. I'll just say that much. Yeah. But I think what's nice about having your content calendar is that you're in a position to schedule things, and there's schedule software that you can use like Hootsuite or Sprout Social, Buffer. So it's not like you only have the calendar, but if you want to sit for an afternoon at home and just kind of plug away at what platforms that you think you're going to use with your audience, you can just refer to your content calendar and then take what you need and then start to post days, weeks, or months in advance so that you don't have to always be stuck on your smartphone or stuck on your computer shelling out content to your tribe of followers and potential clients.
Yes, and I love using Hootsuite and SocialSprout. All those are great tools to use to schedule your post. So for me, for example, once I write a post or a video and I put it on my website, I use that image and I start sharing and I schedule it to be shared on Facebook, on Instagram, and if like you could do so much with it. You can share on LinkedIn and YouTube and all this good stuff. So again, 2017 is coming up, and not to scare you guys, but you should have already had your January 2017 content calendar done. But it's okay if you don't. So really, what I love about this next week and a half, 2 weeks, is sort of like the world is on pause because everyone's just relaxing. So this is a great time to like take a step back and really create your content calendar. I personally use Google Sheets. You can use Google Calendar. You create a calendar on Word, or you can use Asana, wherever you do your work, and really just sit down and think about every day what's going to be your topic that you're doing. Is it going to be a video? And put a column for like all the social media channels you're going to share it on. And then also think about, that way you can see all the ideas you have, because I know a lot of people when they have their business and then they want to start a blog and they have like so many ideas, and then they write them down and they realize they really only have like 5 ideas, so that's only 5 posts, you know? So what are you going to do for the other 25 days 25 days of the month? So
good. This is some really great information. I wanted to know if anybody out there has any questions for Nicole or I, and I'll also use this time to let you know that you can learn more about my wellness business at www.hathaholistic.com. And if you send me an email to healingspacemarketing@gmail.com, I'll send you a free template that has things set up for you so that you can start posting things away. And even more important, both Nicole and I will be hosting a special workshop in January 19th. And we're going to break everything down for you. I know we're kind of throwing out information to you right now, but we're going to have this opportunity for you to sit down and like really digest this information. And then by the time you're finished with our workshop, you have your whole year planned out with your digital marketing and your social media with your content calendar. It's kind of like a set it and forget it experience for you, so you don't have to worry about too many of those things later on in the year. Everything's going to be set up for you if you invest that time.
Yeah, so we're excited to do this workshop for everyone because I'm always about planning, especially when it comes to your business. So the workshop, we're really going to give you not only tips and tricks, but we're really going to help you create your content calendar for the year. And my goal is to especially get you at least Q1, January through March, ready, because you want to start off the new year strong. So another tip before we start wrapping up is when you're setting up your calendar for this upcoming year, so your content calendar, you're thinking of January 2017 and beyond, keep in mind also national things that are going on, holidays, and if your business is going to work around that. You want to have some flexibility to your calendar, of course, because you never know what's going to happen nationally, and you don't want your calendar to already be set in stone too much. But at the same time, you need to keep in mind, are these national events that are going to be going on going to be important to my audience, and then how am I going to address that within my content calendar?
Yeah, I think that's really sage advice. So, we're wrapping up now. And did you have any final words or takeaways before we start to wrap up?
No, just thank you so much for having me.
Yay! So this is the thing. We'll leave information after the Facebook Live is over underneath the Facebook Live video itself, and I'll share the Eventbrite link, and I'll share my email so everybody knows how to sign up. And it's January 19th, 2017. And we will walk you through what it's like to develop your content calendar, and also what it's like to set aside some consideration into how things can be profitable for you. So how you can have a return of investment in all of your social media and your digital marketing. Because that's what it is at the end of the day. You want to make sure that you're setting up your compelling content so that you're able to funnel more clients into your business.
Exactly.
So happy holidays.
Happy holidays,
New Year,
everyone.
And you'll be hearing from us soon.
Bye.
Take care. Ciao.
Bye.